Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. And today we're going to talk about, is wealth inequality actually a bad thing in and of itself? And I would say it's not that bad of a thing. Okay, it's not. It's more of a symptom of an overall thriving economy. Okay, so that's what I want to show today. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, this type of contrarian content, these things that go a little bit against what the media wants you to believe, hit that thumbs up button. So anyways, let's look at California. Let's start here. So top 1% earn at least average income of the top 1%, share of income earned by the top 1%, and average income among all tax filers. So basically what this is saying is how much of the money are the 1% earning and how much money are the other people earning, right? Of all people earning in the state. Okay, so basically, this down here at the bottom could be seen as a measure of how much wealth is in the state. And up here is how much wealth inequality, right? This right here, share of income earned by the 1%. That is basically showing you your, not necessarily wealth inequality, but income inequality. Okay, so we see California has the top 1% earn at least $659,000. So it's the fifth highest, okay? And we see that on average, people earn the most money, all right? Fifth highest in the country. The trend that we start to see here is that the more income inequality that you have in a state, the wealthier that state actually is. And it makes sense because the more money that people have within the state, the more money is circulating within the economy, the more rich people are in the state, the more businesses are in the state, and the more people are getting paid. Okay, so going down to California, I just want to do a couple just so that you guys know I'm not cherry picking. Look at Connecticut down here. We've got the highest 1%. The 1% are earning at least $827,000. That is the highest. The average income of the 1% is $3 million. That is the highest. Fourth highest wealth inequality or income inequality. They're earning 27% of the money, and the average income tax filer is earning the highest in Connecticut. Okay, we can move down here to Delaware. Okay, so we see that the 1% earn at least $440,000. They are in basically the top. Let's just call them the top half, and we see that they are in the top half as well as far as how much the state overall is earning. Florida down here, seventh highest. Okay, so second highest in terms of income inequality, and they're the 14th highest. So it's not a completely tight correlation. Let's go down here to West Virginia. I believe they are one of the poorest states, or we just passed by Mississippi. They are one of the poorest states. So they are the poorest state, okay? So on average, they are the poorest, and they have the second lowest earned by the 1%, and they have the second lowest income inequality, right? Only 13.4% of all of the money is being earned by the 1%. So they have the fifth lowest income inequality, but they have the lowest average income earned, right? So not very many businesses want to be in Mississippi. I don't know why that is, but I don't think whatever. It's Mississippi. All right, so shout out to everybody from Mississippi, whatever. Moving down here to West Virginia, okay? They have the second lowest, right? They're the second poorest state, okay? And if you look at income inequality, they have the lowest level of income inequality. So what does all of this tell us, okay? Just so that we know I'm not cherry picking, one more. Washington, 13th highest income inequality, 6th highest incomes, okay? So this tells us that income inequality, it's more like a symptom, right? If we saw somebody who had, let's say, cold sores or something, and we saw a sore on their face, we would say, okay, this person gets cold sores, right? We kind of need to look at the capitalistic system the same way when we look at billionaires. When we see billionaires, we shouldn't think that they are a problem. We should think that they are just a symptom of a system that we're looking at. So let's look at the top amount of billionaires. So we've got, up top, we've got countries listed by number of billionaires, and then down bottom we've got countries listed by GDP. So up here we see number one, United States. We see number one in terms of GDP, United States. China has the second amount of billionaires, second amount of GDP, okay? Japan has the third highest GDP. We look down here, we can probably find Japan pretty quickly. They have the 11th amount of billionaires, okay? So Germany, okay? We see Russia. Look down here, Russia, okay? Canada, where are they at? Canada, number 8 over here, Canada. So essentially what we see is this very tight correlation between wealthy countries, and we see a lot of billionaires. Okay, so is it a bad thing that the billionaires are around, or should you just be happy that you live in a wealthy country? All right, that is the question of the day, right? Living down here in Central America, we don't see too many billionaires. In fact, let's go Honduras. Let's see where they're at. They're not even on the list. All right, they're not on the list. I don't know why I just did that. So anyways, that's just something that I've kind of realized, not just through my own reading, but just living down here in Central America, is that we kind of lambast billionaires right up in the States. Well, some of us do. And what you see is that they're not a bad part of the system. They're just a symptom of a well-functioning system. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and got some value out of this. Maybe you can send this to one of your friends who hates billionaires, hates space races, and hates Jeff Bezos going into space. Tell them to move down here. All right, tell them to go to a poorer country where there are no billionaires. And that's free, right? It's a lot of envy, right? That's what we see a lot of in the States from certain people is you see a lot of envy, and it's just not necessary, and it's not really correlated to the reality of the world, which is that the billionaires being present is a symptom of a good functioning economy. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.